Discipline will change your life, and consistent discipline is the bridge to the life of your dreams. The life that you always knew that you could live deep down inside. A life that is worthy of you and is admirable beyond others. If you want to live the life of your dreams, it comes with sacrifice. There's always a trade-off. And you must understand the difference between discipline and procrastination. And you must understand what is instant gratification versus long-term gratification. The poison within society right now that is being spread so rapidly is to please yourself whenever you want. And the problem is that this will always delay what you're truly looking for and what truly fulfills you in life. And the truth is that mastering skill sets and learning knowledge and doing all these things are great, but what's powerful is applied knowledge. What's powerful is trying, observing, and refining, and doing that over and over and over again, because what gets tracked gets measured. It's not about just going and doing the same thing over and over and over again and calling it discipline. There's more thought that goes in that. There's more passion, more objective. You have to dissolve the ego that magnifies who you are and really come down to earth and be real with who you are, what you've done, the impact that you've made, and where you are going right now. It's scary to think about, but based off our discipline in many cases, it is the reason we are exactly where we are in this moment. Our past actions created who we are now, and today's actions will create our future self. Now, the difference between the voice of procrastination versus the voice of discipline is the voice of procrastination will say, we'll get it done. The voice of discipline says, we'll get it done now. And that is the key to everything. Even in spiritual scripture, right, within all religions, it talks about the importance of discipline and not getting drawn into these earthly actions that we are always so tempted to do. And oftentimes because everyone around us is doing it. And that is the issue, is that often the person that you're looking to become has nothing to do with the objects and people and experiences that are currently around you right now. It's a place beyond that. In order to get there, you must change your energy and change what you do and who you are. And when you start to do that, you'll notice results. To give you an example, if your goal is to get in shape, right, you must know where you're going and you must be disciplined enough to follow that guideline. See, doing 2 out of the 5 things you're supposed to do, or 3 out of the 5 things sometimes, and 5 out of 5 things one day, 1 out of 5 things another, it's never going to be enough. And when you are disciplined enough to do something, the reward will be in multiples. When you're disciplined enough to do one thing, the reward is often in multiple things and multiple aspects of life. When you look good, you feel good. And even when you don't really see in the beginning how it's all connected, it all is aligned. And in life, we must have alignment in all aspects. There's so many distractions in terms of what brings us away from being a disciplined person. So you must dissect those things that are bringing you away from discipline. Because when you ask yourself and you say, am I disciplined? And if you're honest and say, there's so much more I could be doing, why are you doing those things instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing? Now, it could be that what you're supposed to be doing is hard, and at first you're always bad at it, right? So if you, for instance, started doing martial arts, your first day in the dojo isn't going to be pretty. It's not going to be enjoyable when the little kid beats you up. But when you go for a month, then 3 months and 6 months, and you finally are confident in your progress, it makes going much easier. So the beginning of discipline is always the hard part, just like with any habit. In order to develop a habit, you have to replace a habit. You have to replace the bad habit with the good habit. Energy cannot be destroyed nor created. It can only be really moved in one direction or another. And it's up to you to move the energy that's currently going to these bad habits and these bad actions that aren't benefiting you into those actions that will. And again, there is nothing better than feeling aligned with who you're becoming. When you're done with the workout, it feels good. And it also pushes you to do the next good thing. And oftentimes you'll make a lot of great decisions if you don't have others around you trying to pull you away from what you're supposed to be doing. But the truth is, only you can decide how bad you want to live the life of your dreams and this life of enlightenment that you're truly looking for. If you're not willing to put in the work, you're never going to have it. A famous quote is, if you don't sacrifice for your dreams become your sacrifice. I remember hearing this back in 2019 or so when I was in college. And then I never really knew exactly what it meant until I dropped everything, took all these risks, and suffered greatly in order to reap the benefits much later on. And you have to plant the seeds now. And it's not just about planting the seeds. You have to water them and give them what they need to sprout correctly. Because if you throw seeds on a rocky path, what happens? And that's going to be true with what you do on a daily basis and what you're creating with your income, your health, your friendships, and so forth. And understand is, if you're disciplined, if you want to be disciplined and others around you don't want to be disciplined, what does that mean? You have to make a decision. You're going to go your whole life with friends that really don't care that much about you, or do you want to really focus on yourself, do the things that you know that matters with you and your divine purpose, and in exchange you may lose some friends, even some family members. But these are the trade-offs and sacrifice that you have to do in order to reach that point of enlightenment. But it all comes down to consistent discipline. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate you, and remember, I'm rooting for you.